Hey guys, Thrasher here. We have new Broly missions, and there's a lot of people who are asking me how to beat it, so let's talk about it right now. Okay, so if we open up the event and then we go over to high difficulty, Rise and Battle here, you'll see that they've added a bunch of new ones. They go from 21 up to 35 now. Here's the thing. Most of these are reasonably straightforward. You just have to not make mistakes. The only ones that are needing any type of special team or special strategy, let's go over those right now. So 1900, we open this guy up and it says that you need to use hero characters. The easiest way to beat this, in fact the only way that I know of to beat this, is you bring Shallot, make sure he's 1500, 398, fully maxed out, and then you need two other units who are essentially just damage sponges. They're there to allow you to vanish and then switch characters so that you can build your Rising Rush up with Shallot. So you want to get rid of the very first bar of health, and then you use Shallot to Rising Rush the second bar of health, and it will kill him. Make sure the other two units die, and Shallot will easily do enough damage with the Rising Rush. You could do two Rising Rushes, one for the first bar, one for the second bar. I just kind of saved my Rising Rush, finished the first bar off, and then as soon as the second bar came around, we were done and good to go. And I will talk about the actual combat mechanic, or the combo that you need to use in every single one of these events to beat them in just a second. Let's talk about the other team that you're going to need outside of this 1900. You're going to want to bring a team to this 2000, which is extreme only unit. So a lot of people have been asking me what characters I brought. Let's go over here. I actually don't have the purple extreme Super Saiyan Vegeta. So this is the team I brought right here. If we open it up, the top three characters are the ones I brought into battle. Roshi is your damage dealer. He's a powerhouse as long as Pan is on your team, so make sure you bring Pan. And then the third one, you have a few options. I already had Demon King Piccolo pretty close to maxed out, so I just used him. But you could also, if you wanted to, bring Mercenary Tao. Both of them are going to get buffed by the Z ability of Master Roshi. So whichever one you have ready to go, just use that character. Okay, so those are the two ones that in my opinion are very hard. Now let's talk about the actual combination you need to be using to fight Broly and beat him. Here's the thing. He has perfect timing. If you try to just throw an attack out in any way and he has his Vanishing Gauge up, 99 out of 100 times he's going to Vanishing Step you. And that's all there is to it. So what you have to do is you have to play as a counter player. You have to let him attack first, and then what you need to do is rather than just Vanishing Step and then use a card, he's going to vanish that as well. So what you have to do is Vanishing Step, and then as soon as you Vanishing Step, you have to tap attack him. So do your full melee tap attack barrage, and then your last hit needs to be a card. It should be a Ki Blast card. He can dodge the Strike Arts card, and he can even dodge the Ki Blast card, but the Ki Blast card there's a much lower chance. So in a second here we'll go into one of these missions and I'll show you exactly what it's going to look like. But here's what you do every single time. You wait for him to attack. Generally you don't want to vanish on his Tap Blast. You want to vanish on a true attack. But if he does Tap Blast and he baits you, you can still get him, assuming that you vanish while he is still in the attack animation. So not while the Ki Blast is flying through the air. If you do it while it's flying through the air and you vanish, he's just going to back up and you won't be able to tap attack him. But if you do it fast enough, you should be able to vanish in, tap attack him, and as soon as your tap barrage ends, you need to use your Ki Blast, and then use all of the rest of your cards, and then as soon as you use your last card, you switch to your next character and start charging your Ki and get ready to vanish as soon as he attacks again. If you continue this cycle, you should easily be able to outlast him, and let's jump into one real quick and I'll show you exactly how it's going to work. Okay, so let's do the level 1700 because it's the same regardless, but I didn't do all the challenges for this one, so let's see if we can get it done real quick. Probably can't because I'm going to be talking while I do this and I am terrible at playing this game and explaining things at the same time, but let's go ahead and try it. So let's go into battle. Yeah, we're way underpowered, we know that. And we're going to lead with Bardock because he's going to be the main damage dealer for this specific one, and we're essentially using the other two characters just to switch out and get free Vanishing Steps as often as we possibly can. Now with this method, if you do it correctly, you should be able to Vanishing Step almost the entire time. Every now and then you may have a case here or there where he gets to hit you, but it should be pretty rare. So honestly, if you want, you can just start boom, and then you throw that out there, and for whatever reason he won't dodge it, so then we can just complete the whole cycle, and as soon as this last card goes off, we'll switch characters, boom, and we tap down now to start charging, and as soon as he throws something out, now he's probably going to bait us here. He's going to try to anyway, maybe. Come on, bait us. Oh, no, he's not going to bait us, but that's fine. We'll just keep doing the same thing. See, and there's the one where he did actually dodge it. He doesn't dodge that very often, so let's actually rather than switching characters, let's go ahead and do that again. See, that's normally what he does right there. So I'm going to actually use my special move, get that off, and then we'll switch back to Bardock. And boom. Cool, and I think if we Rising Rush here, we should be good. We'll see. But this should kill him, or get very close. Okay, let's get rid of that green card because it does the least amount of damage. And survey says he's not dead. Well, that's unfortunate because I wanted to beat the timer, but as you can see here, this was easily doable. And I didn't dodge that fast enough. But like I was saying, this pretty much works every time. And that's that. And that combo right there is what you can use every single time. I actually wanted to try and use that Ki Blast at the end there, hoping he would dodge it to show you that he normally dodges that. He didn't. He was playing like garbage. But just keep using that combo. It'll work. I would say on average it works about 8 out of 10 times. So 80% of the time, in most of these events, you can take a few hits, so it shouldn't be a huge issue if you get hit once or twice. And with that, you should be able to beat all of this event. If you guys have any questions about teams, equipment, anything related to that for very specific missions, throw it down below and we'll talk about it. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.